We weigh anchor and head on in to the Clark's Court boatyard to have Annecam lifted out of the water. We watch on as Niels, the boatyard foreman, takes a swim to make sure that all of the sling straps are in the right location. The travel lift operator controls this monster of a machine they call the Hulk via the remote control. We have cruising friends Jay and Glenda off their yacht Black Butterfly, watching on with Annie. This travel lift is an absolute monster. It has the capabilities of lifting vessels to 242 tonne. It has a beam width of 37 feet. The guys in the boatyard start scraping all of the growth from our hull. We found quite a few crabs living in amongst the growth under the waterline. It was a high pressure wash to remove the last of the growth. Annecam was then placed on the submersible trailer. She was then placed on these adjustable stands for storage in the boatyard. She would remain here for just over 1 month. The very next day, after all the excitement of lifting Annecam out of the water, we are in the departure lounge of the Maurice Bishop International Airport in Grenada. This would be flight 1 of 3 that would take us from Grenada back to Melbourne, Australia in just over 40 hours of flying. I do apologise for the shaky camera, but trying to hold a handheld GoPro while the plane is barrelling down the runway is just a little bit beyond me. But once the aircraft is airborne, it all starts to smooth out, and we can look down and see the bays, the nooks and the crannies where we have been anchored on Annecam. can also look down from this altitude and see the coral reefs that we have to navigate around and through. We say see you later to Grenada. We'll see you in about 4 weeks' time. We had one very important function to attend while back in Australia. Annie's eldest brother, Bob, picked us up and took us around for a surprise for our lovely sister-in-law, Anne's 60th birthday. You could say that she was very surprised, as she didn't even know we were back in the country.
Oh, don't bloody cry! I'm not crying.
And so do you.
We all had a great evening with friends and family, helping to celebrate Anne's birthday.
Not for me. Not for you. I knew about it. Plan. Yeah. Oh, very good.
Just had to keep quiet.
Yeah.
Hello, birthday girl. Yeah, I know.
And here is Fiona, also known as Peebo, in the tiara. And it wasn't that long ago, she was with us on Annecam. You could call it a flying visit, because it wasn't long and we found ourselves flying back to where we came from. Grenada, here we come. We just came to the realisation that this will be the last time that we will be touching mainland Australia until we sail in on Annecam in just over 12 months' time. Just as we get airborne, the sun is rising out over the Pacific Ocean, the direction that we are heading in on this first flight from Melbourne to LA International. And somewhere down below us, below this cloud, is the Pacific Ocean that we will be sailing across to make landfall at Bundaberg, Australia. We are back to Annecam, back in the Clark's Court boatyard, where we are going to remove all of the old anti-foul paint and replace it with a whole new system. It's times like this we wished we had a smaller boat. We would spend not just days but weeks sanding and washing until we had all of the old anti-foul off back to the barrier coat. With some help from Glenda, also from Ray and Judy, off Jacob's Ladder, we managed to move off Annecam and into an apartment. So we packed our things up and moved a couple of kilometres up the road from the boatyard where we had some creature comforts for a change. Found by using an old halyard was the easiest way to get our gear off Annecam down to ground level. And that is Joe off the boat next door talking to Annie down below.
That's our dirty laundry.
It was a bit of a slog dragging it all back to the apartment, but we got there. The only power we had in this part of the world is what we stored on Annecam. Through our inverter, we managed to power up our sanders, our pressure wash and everything else we used to get the job done. This is about how we looked at the end of every day, but we could see it all starting to come together. Each day we would wear good clean clothes, backwards and forwards, only to get changed into our working gear on Annecam. The road in and out of the boatyard was a little rough in places. It was still in the process of being developed. The marina had only just been opened just before we moved in there. These are the views we had every morning and every evening as we walked to and from the yard. We found all of the locals very friendly. We have finished all of the sanding and all of the washing. We are back to the barrier coat. We have to touch up a few areas with primer and then put the new top coat on. Happy crew, as all of our work is all but done. And here she is, complete, with hard, non-ablative anti-foul, ready for the masking tape to be removed and put back in the water. The day we've been waiting for, splash day. Nothing more to do except paint out the areas where the stands have been and sail away. They pick her up with the submersible trailer and take her over, and it's splashdown, with Annie having a solo sail from the trailer to the dock.
The rock's about to be in the water.
A big thank you goes to all of the guys and all of the girls at the Clark's Court Boatyard. They did an absolutely marvellous job taking care of our Annecam. One of the first locations we stopped at was where the underwater sculpture park is located. And to listen to those shrimp or scampi, the noise they made was almost deafening. This underwater sculpture park is absolutely amazing. Back to Annecam, back for a good night's sleep, because we have a huge day ahead of us tomorrow as we head north back up through the chain of islands. Thank you for watching as we say see you later to Grenada, the beautiful Spice Island.